OK, aujourd'hui, on va faire les numéros 50 à 100. So 50 to 100. So you guys, the past couple weeks, you guys have done 0 to 50. Now we're going to do 50 to 100. But I'm not going to make you count to 100 to me. They're pretty easy, but you just need to know them. They're in here, so we're going to spend today doing it, and then we're going to kind of move on a little bit. So here we go. Numbers 50 to 100. We're going to go through 50 to 100. We're going to do some number practice. You've got, we're going to talk about French telephone numbers, the French liaison, and then we're going to prepare a little bit for tomorrow. You guys excited? Yeah. All right, so here we go. You started with 50. It just keeps continuing. So you've got 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60 is 60. Keep going. Okay, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. When you get to 70, it's a little bit different. 70. That's 60 and 10. So like this in Spanish. Have I taken Spanish, Chloe?
I took it last year for semester. I mean, it's kind of similar, but like I think the higher numbers are as the same.
I think ours are a little bit more complicated. Okay, so once you hit 70, you've got 70. Then you keep counting. Here you go. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. So at 60, you start with 61. You count all the way to 60-20, 60-19 before you hit 80. So that's different, right? You just keep counting. Easy but different at the same time. All right, so when you hit 80, 80, which is 4 20s. So 4 times 20. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. What do you think 90 is? Any guesses? No? 90. So you just keep counting once again. So 91, 91, 92, 93, 94, I'm at 95, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100 is 100. Okay? You've also got the number 1,000. So 1,000 is mille, M-I-L-L-E. That's where you get like millimeter, right? Centimeters got 100, millimeters, 1,000. That's how you get that. It comes from the Latin. So that should help you like in chemistry and stuff, right? When you're doing like unit conversions. Yes? Okay. Okay. So you guys have got on Quizlet and on Google Classroom, I put a link that has 0 to 100 numbers practice on it that you can stop and practice your numbers 0 to 100. You're going to be using them. I'm not going to make you do a big, count to me to 100 or anything, but you're going to be seeing them and you're going to be using them. So that's something that I would do when you have some time. All right, real quick, a little culture for you. Phone numbers. In the United States, that's the school's phone number, so it's not like weird or anything. All right, so this is the school's phone number. In the United States, it would be 1-765-948-4141, yes? In France, this is how they write a phone number. 01, period, 76, period, 59, period, 48, period, 41, period, 41. Looks way different, doesn't it? It's the exact same phone number, but when you're in France, you give your phone number in pairs. So here we have like 3 digits, and then 4. In France, they do 2 digits at a time. Weird, huh? So when you see a menu or a sign or anything, if you're in France or in here, and it's got those numbers, that's a phone number. So you can imagine what yours would look like. So they say numbers in pairs. It's not the same as the United States. So instead of saying 1-765-948-4141, a French person would say 01, 76, 59, 48, 41, 41. So they would say like 01, 76, 59, 48, 41, 41. Not weird. It's just different. So, you guys know what country codes are, right? Yes, no? Maybe so? All right, country codes are what you dial to get that country. So every country in the world has a country code. The French country code is not 44. I don't know why I put that up there. That is the English country code. French country code is 33. So if you're dialing France, it is 33, then whatever it is. So 33 765 948 4141 is going to be somebody's phone number in France. So don't go home and rack up your phone bills calling random people. But in the United States, we dial 01-765, okay? I learned the hard way when I was in France because I was trying to call my parents, and I knew that our country code was 01. That's why you see a 1 in front of phone numbers. So instead of when I got the phone, I hit 01, and then I thought I needed to do 1765 again. I don't need to do the 1 again. So I had the phone, and I dialed 01-1765 948 like 3108, my parents' phone number, when I was living in France. And guess what that got me? You'll never guess. What do you think 117 is in France? 911. I called the French police. I didn't mean to. I was like a little high school kid. My host mom, I was like, it's not working for some reason. Like somebody in French keeps picking up. It's like not my parents' house. By the time we figured out that I was doing 0117, she was like, oh, no, you don't need the extra 1 in there. And by the time we figured it out, the police were calling, you know how here, if you actually call 911, they call you back, are you okay? Right? So the French police were calling the house back, what's going on? Are you okay? Is everything okay? And they sent it for a policeman, and it was a mess. So that was my first night in Paris or in France. And I was like, really? This is going to be an eventful summer. So French country code is 33. We can actually edit that. So, 33. All right, so how would you say these phone numbers in French? So take a minute, and we're going to see if you guys can say these. Okay, so, like he said, the first one is 01 42 61 19 76. Or 75, sorry, 15. So the second one would be 01 41, 33, 64, and you have 79. So you say them in pairs of 2. So eventually you're going to have to say your phone number to the class. We're going to try it. See if they can get your phone number. You can make one up. It doesn't have to be a real phone number. I'm not going to check Power School and make sure it's the right phone number or anything. So we will probably do that as a little listening exercise tomorrow. So be ready for that. All right, couple more things I need to show you. The French liaison, this is pronunciation. When you have 2 words and the second word starts with A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes H and Y, you push the 2 words together. It's what they call the French liaison. That's why people say French is so confusing because it just sounds like a bunch of words pushed together. It's because of the liaison. So when I say these words, I say un Américain. You hear how the UN and the Américain go together? I don't say un Américain. I say un Américain. They're all pushed together. Un artiste. Un Italien. Un ami. Do you hear how they're pushed together? Okay, if I didn't push them together, it would be like un ami. Un ami. Obviously, the second one sounds better. Sounds more French. So keep that in mind as you're pronouncing things, that a lot of times if it starts with a vowel, they get pushed together. So, un Américain, un artiste, un ami, un Italien. All right, last thing. Tomorrow, you guys are going to look at a picture. I'm going to come around and ask you, qui est? Qui est? So we need to talk about how do you identify a person. If I show you a picture and I point to somebody and I say, qui est? How are you going to say this is and his name? So if it's got a picture with a name, he is a boy. It is a boy. How are you going to say that? Does anybody remember? Yes. Say whatever the name is. So say the guy's name is Jean. Say Jean. Okay? Then you would say, c'est un garçon. It's a boy. Or say un ami. You could say whatever you want. I'm not going to, obviously you don't know the people. If you say he's a friend, that's fine. If you say he's a boy, he's a teacher, whatever he is. So I'm going to show you a picture of a person, and I'm going to ask you, qui est? Who is this? And you're going to say in their name, say Jean, Say un ami. It's a friend. Yes.
You can pull that slide back up so I can write it down.
I can pull that slide back up. Yes, I can. All right, so pulling this slide back up from yesterday. It'll take me just a minute here. So that you guys can write this down if you did not get it yesterday. Okay, so here we had an example of the girl. So, voici Monique, c'est une amie. Or you could say, c'est Monique, c'est une amie. Either one of those is correct. It doesn't matter if you say, voici, sorry, pull it up on my computer, but not for you guys. Idiot. It doesn't matter which one you say. You can say whichever one you want to say. Okay, here we have the picture of the girl, my stick figure friend. Voici Monique, c'est une amie. Or c'est Monique, c'est une amie. So it does not matter. I would have one prepared for a boy and one prepared for a girl. I don't care which words you use. So I'm going to have a picture of a boy and a picture of a girl. And I'm going to say, qui est? Who is this? And they'll have a name by them. So you could say, voici, and their name, c'est une amie. Or you could say, c'est Monique, c'est une amie. Does not matter. The other option for a male, you would say, voici Jean-Paul, c'est un ami. So the main point of doing it is that I'm making sure that you're getting the difference between the masculine and the feminine. So a girl is une amie, U-N-E, with an E on the end of ami, and a boy is just U-N and then ami without an E. Does that make sense? Okay, so I would just have one prepared for each. And that would suffice. It's mostly just that you're getting the difference between masculine and feminine. Obviously, I want you to try to sound French, but I'm not really grading your grammar or anything. I want to hear the difference between un and une. Yeah? All right, we're going to go ahead and stop the presentation there. But we'll go back and we're going to practice some numbers, and then we are going to do some practice introducing people so we can get ready for tomorrow.